Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers are in for Tuesday, August 5, 2025. In tomorrow's episode, fans will see John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlan, accuse Grace Buckingham, Cassandra Creech. The explanation will lead to the good doctor facing another moral dilemma. Plus, Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, is in a race to stop Nick Marone, Jack Wagner, from proposing to Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang. Let's start off with Finn, who has been digging for information about Liam Spencer's, Scott Clifton, miraculous procedure. The doctor knows that something is very off. The fact that Grace won't be forthcoming is just making Finn even more suspicious. Then he went to examine the patient's wounds. That is when Finn realized the incisions were way too small to be from a tumor extraction. Next, Finn went to look at Liam's medical records. However, they were deleted. One call to it, and they will know Grace deleted those medical records. However, this is a soap opera, so don't expect it to be too realistic, I suppose. At first, Grace might deny knowing what Finn is talking about. However, the male MD will keep pushing. Due to being so stressed out already, Grace likely blurts out the truth. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for the next episode reveal that Finn will face another moral dilemma. From Grace's phone call with the mystery person, it sounds like Paris Buckingham, Diamond White, and Zoe Buckingham, last played by Kiera Barnes, are being threatened. The girls don't seem to be aware they are in danger either. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Tuesday, August 5, reveal that Nick and Brooke will get started on their Italian adventure. However, fans know from a weekly preview clip that Brooke lies on top of a zooming speedboat. Then the written spoilers state that Ridge has to come to her rescue. Until that moment, expect to see Ridge racing through Naples trying to stop Nick and Brooke. Meanwhile, Brooke will still be on the fence about the two men in her life. While her head knows Nick is better for her, her heart just won't stop beating for Ridge. Fans could also see Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, continue to tend to a comatose Luna Nozowa, Lisa Yamada. Elsewhere, Sheila Carter-Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, could start her own investigation. The bold and the beautiful is firing on all dramatic cylinders this Tuesday, August 5, as secrets unravel, loyalties are tested, and one unexpected character hatches a plan that could send shockwaves through the Forrester family. At the center of today's drama, Grace Buckingham finally speaks her truth. Dr. John Finn Finnegan finds himself pulled in two directions by his heart and his conscience, and Nick Marone quietly re-emerges with a strategy of his own. Grace explains the truth behind her return. Grace Buckingham has been lurking in the shadows for weeks, popping into scenes with cryptic looks and half-truths. But today she finally opens up. And it's not just to Zend or Luna. In a bold move, Grace corners Finn at the hospital while he's reviewing test results on an unassuming patient file. Her tone is serious, her eyes weary. "I didn't come back to stir trouble," she begins. "I came back because someone from my past is back, and they're dangerous." The person she refers to is Daphne, the cunning figure who had been posing as a health department official just weeks ago. Grace reveals they used to work together in an underground genetic research program that skirted ethical boundaries. Grace left once she realized the direction things were heading, but Daphne? She embraced the darkness. "Daphne's here for Luna," Grace says bluntly, her voice barely above a whisper. This is a bombshell. Grace admits she kept Luna's real father a secret not out of shame, but protection. Daphne knows more than she should and may have already manipulated DNA records. That's why Grace has been watching from a distance. She wasn't just being judgmental. She was trying to keep her daughter alive. Finn's doctor mode kicks in. "Are you saying Luna's in danger?" Grace nods slowly. Yes, and she doesn't even know it. Finn's moral dilemma, duty versus devotion. As Grace's words echo in his mind, Finn finds himself spiraling into a whirlwind of guilt and uncertainty. He's a man trained to uphold medical ethics, confidentiality, and objectivity. But he's also a father, a husband, and at the center of it all, a man caught between the storm clouds of two women, Steffi and Sheila. Later in the day, Finn meets Steffi in the Forrester courtyard. She's radiant but anxious. She wants to know what's going on, why he's been distant, what's bothering him. Finn tries to downplay it, but Steffi knows better. "You've been pacing like a man with a secret," she says. "And I know it's not just about work. If someone you loved had a secret, one that could change their life forever, would you tell them? Even if it meant losing them?" Steffi, not missing a beat, replies, "If you really love them, you have to tell them." Finn knows what he must do. He plans to talk to Luna. But he also knows that doing so could unravel Grace's carefully constructed facade and potentially bring Daphne out of hiding. Worse, if the secret Grace is protecting involves something deeper, like the truth about Luna's father, it could devastate everyone involved, including RG and Zend. Nick's plan, a power move against the Forresters. Meanwhile, across town, Nick Morone returns to the canvas with the same slight charm and smoldering confidence fans remember. But this time, he's not just back to flirt with Brooke or cause headaches for Ridge. He's got a purpose and a plan. Nick is seen at Il Giardino, having a quiet conversation with none other than Katie Logan, who's been feeling increasingly sidelined since Bill's renewed focus on family and Luna. Over wine and bruschetta, Nick pitches a bold idea: forming a new fashion company that rivals Forrester Creations. Katie is shocked but intrigued. "Why now, Nick? You've been quiet for years." Nick smirks. "Because I see a crack in their empire." Ridge is distracted, Eric's health is shaky, and there's family drama bubbling beneath the surface. All it takes is the right product, the right model, and the right scandal, and they'll topple. Katie isn't convinced. She's not interested in revenge. But Nick assures her that this isn't about payback, it's about legacy. What if we could finally create something that wasn't built on betrayal and backstabbing? Something better than Forrester? Katie takes a sip of her wine, considering it. There's a flicker in her eyes, a spark that hasn't been seen in a long time. Nick continues, "And I already know who I want as the face of the brand. Luna Nozoa. Luna's rising star, and looming trouble." Speaking of Luna, she's blissfully unaware of the chaos being orchestrated around her. In the Forrester design studio, she's working late with RJ, modeling a new gown and laughing as RJ sketches something playful on a napkin. It's a rare moment of calm for the young couple. But RJ senses the tension lingering from Zend's interference. Luna hasn't spoken much about her mother lately either, and that silence is telling. "I just want to focus on us," Luna says softly. "On the designs, the work, the future, no more drama." But drama is already creeping toward her doorstep. Grace stands outside the Forrester building, watching Luna through the glass doors. She knows she has limited time. Daphne is unpredictable, and if she makes her next move, Luna could be used as a pawn in a dangerous game of leverage and science gone wrong. Inside, Luna receives a text from an unknown number. "You think you know who you are. You don't." Her smile fades. RG notices immediately. "Who's that?" he asks. Luna shrugs, trying to act casual, but a shadow crosses her expression. "Probably just spam," she lies. Eric Forrester's concern, a subplot brews. In a quieter but no less important subplot, Eric Forrester sits in his home office, looking over past sketches and design portfolios. He's worried, not just about his legacy or his health, but about what he feels is a shift in the family dynamic. The brand used to mean something, he tells Donna. Now it's all secrets and sabotage. Donna, ever the supportive partner, suggests Eric host a family summit. A no-judgment gathering where the Forresters can air their grievances and clear the air. Eric agrees, but makes it clear this is not just a social event. "If Ridge can't see the cracks forming, then I'll have to rebuild the foundation myself." This sets the stage for a potential power move from Eric, one that could either reunite the family or fracture it further. Tuesday cliffhanger, the ticking clock. As the episode draws to a close, Finn finds himself standing outside Luna's door. He knocks, ready to tell her everything. Inside, Luna hesitates before answering, still rattled by the strange text from Dee. Meanwhile, Nick places a phone call. It's happening. Start drafting the contracts, and keep an eye on Forrester. The walls are starting to shake. And at Forrester Creations, Zend opens a locked drawer and pulls out an envelope labeled Confidential. He stares at it, conflicted. Inside, we don't see what it contains, but Zend's face says everything. Trouble is brewing. Final thoughts. Tuesday's themes. Tuesday's episode expertly weaves together secrets, emotional stakes, and long-awaited confrontations. Here's what we're left pondering. Will Finn defy Grace's wishes and reveal the truth to Luna? What role will Daphne play next? And how dangerous is she, really? Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our B&B Nick YouTube channel for more update news.